Chris Nolan never thought of himself as unhealthy. Busy? Yes. Stressed? Definitely. Overweight? Maybe a little, but unhealthy, that felt dramatic. At 36, Chris lived in suburban Illinois with his wife and 2 kids. He worked a desk job in logistics, spent long hours in front of screens, and came home exhausted. Dinner was usually takeout. Exercise was something he promised himself he'd start next month. Like so many of us, Chris believed he had time. The weight didn't arrive overnight. It crept in quietly, 5 pounds one year, 10 the next. Another 15 after the second child was born. Chris joked about it. Dad bod, he'd say. Part of the job. But small signs began to appear. He got winded climbing stairs. His knees hurt when he stood up to fast. He started avoiding photos. Most concerning of all, he was always tired. Still, he ignored it. Life was busy. Bills needed paying. Kids needed rides. Health could wait. One Monday morning, Chris felt dizzy at work. It wasn't dramatic, just enough to scare him. His wife insisted he see a doctor. Chris resisted at first, then agreed, mostly just to keep the peace. In the exam room, the nurse wrapped the blood pressure cuff around his arm and frowned. She checked it again, then a third time. The doctor came in, sat down, and didn't smile. Chris, he said calmly, you're at serious risk. High blood pressure, prediabetes, cholesterol levels far above normal. The doctor looked him in the eye and said something Chris would never forget. If nothing changes, you're not heading toward a long life, you're heading toward a preventable crisis. The word preventable hit hardest. Chris drove home in silence, without any music. Every red light gave his thoughts time to run wild. Heart attack, stroke, leaving his kids without a father. When he pulled into the driveway, his son ran out to greet him. Dad, want to play? Chris smiled and said, maybe later, but inside, a deep fear settled in. Not a fear of dying, but a fear of leaving his family too early because of choices he refused to change. That night, after everyone else went to bed, Chris stood in front of the bathroom mirror. He didn't recognize the man staring back. And for the first time, denial stopped working. He realized something painful. He had been treating his body like it was optional, like it could absorb neglect forever. He had been productive at work, reliable as a father, supportive as a husband, but completely careless with himself. And now, the bill had arrived. Chris didn't cry, he didn't panic. He felt something quieter, responsibility. So, what did he do? Chris didn't promise to get shredded. He didn't sign up for some extreme diet. He made one rule, no drastic changes, just daily honesty. The next morning, instead of scrolling on his phone, he went for a simple 10-minute walk. That was it. No gym, no pressure, just movement. The walk felt uncomfortable, embarrassing, even, but he finished it. And for the first time in a long while, he felt proud of something small. The next few weeks were harder than Chris expected. The cravings hit, his motivation dropped. Progress felt incredibly slow. Some days he skipped the walk, some days he ate badly. That old voice returned. See, you can't change. But instead of quitting, Chris did something new. He tracked his habits honestly, without judgment. No shame, no perfection, just awareness, and that alone changed things. He started learning about nutrition, not from influencers, but from doctors, credible sources, and long-term studies. He stopped labeling food as good or bad. He just focused on balance, protein, fiber, water, simple rules he could follow for life, not just for a month. He replaced soda with water, fast food with home-cooked meals, most days. It wasn't perfect, but it was consistent. After about 3 months, Chris's coworkers started to comment. You look different. His wife noticed his energy was up. His kids noticed he said yes more often. Yes to playing. Yes to walking. Yes to living. The scale moved slowly, but his confidence moved faster. He wasn't chasing a number on a scale anymore. He was protecting a future. 6 months after that first appointment, Chris returned to the doctor. Blood pressure down, cholesterol improving, weight significantly lower. The doctor smiled this time. "Whatever you're doing," he said, "keep doing it." Chris walked out of that clinic feeling lighter than any scale could possibly measure. Not because he won, but because he proved something important to himself. Change didn't require punishment. It required commitment. Chris didn't become a fitness influencer. He didn't start preaching to everyone. He just lived differently. He woke up earlier. He moved his body daily. He ate with intention. And something unexpected happened. That discipline started to spill into other areas of his life. Better focus at work, more patience at home, better confidence everywhere. He realized health wasn't just physical, it was foundational. Chris now tells friends who feel overwhelmed, you don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to stop lying to yourself about what matters. Ignoring your health feels easier until it isn't. Facing it feels hard until it works. If you've been putting your health last, if you feel tired, stuck, or disconnected, if you keep telling yourself it's not that bad yet, remember this story. Your body keeps score, but it also forgives when you change, and the best time to start isn't tomorrow. It's now, imperfectly. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care.